the place where we dive into gaming's biggest stories,
Paradise.
hottest controversies, industry mysteries, and the games that shape our world.
Dreamcast chilling like it's back in style. Even got the
Today's question isn't just about GTA 6, it's about the future of gaming itself. Because Rockstar isn't simply releasing another sequel, they're releasing what many believe could become the biggest entertainment launch in history. But here's the real question. Will GTA 6 become the successor that carries gaming into a new era? Or could it become the executioner that forever changes what gamers expect and what they're expected to pay? Let's find out. Section 1. The game. The world can't stop talking about every once in a while. Something comes along that's bigger than the hobby itself. For movies, it was Avengers: Endgame. For television, it was the final season of Game of Thrones. For gaming, that moment is GTA 6. Think about it. The last Grand Theft Auto game launched in 2013. Back then, the PlayStation 4 hadn't even released yet. The Xbox One was just entering the market. TikTok didn't exist. Streaming was still finding its footing. Some of today's gamers were still in elementary school. Since then, the gaming industry has transformed. Entire console generations have come and gone. Cloud gaming emerged. Artificial intelligence exploded into mainstream conversation. Games became larger, more expensive, and more ambitious than ever before. Yet, through all those years, one question continued to dominate gaming discussions. When is GTA 6 coming? It became more than a question, it became a meme. Every major gaming event, every PlayStation showcase, every Xbox presentation, every Game Awards ceremony, someone would inevitably flood the chat with the same message. Where's GTA 6? Entire YouTube channels built careers speculating about its release. Countless fake leaks spread across social media. Every blurry screenshot, every mysterious job listing, every cryptic Rockstar tweet would spark millions of views. Because people weren't just waiting for a game, they were waiting for an event. Then came the delays. Every rumor that suggested GTA 6 had been pushed back sent waves through the gaming community. Memes flooded the internet. People joked that they would retire before the game released. Others joked they'd graduate college, get married, have children, and still be waiting for GTA 6. Some even joked they'd put the game in their will before ever getting to play it. The anticipation became almost comical. Yet, beneath every joke was genuine excitement. Because Rockstar had earned something few developers ever achieve: trust. Players remembered what happened with Grand Theft Auto 5. They remembered Red Dead Redemption 2. Those weren't just successful games, they became benchmarks. Games that other developers would spend years being compared against. That history created expectations unlike anything we've seen before. And it's not just gamers paying attention anymore. The excitement has spread far beyond gaming communities. Athletes, musicians, actors, popular creators, public officials. People from every corner of entertainment and public life have acknowledged the anticipation surrounding GTA 6. When a video game becomes part of mainstream conversation, you know something unusual is happening. And maybe that's because GTA has always been more than just a game. It's a cultural event. People schedule time off work. Friends coordinate launch night gaming sessions. Some players have openly joked about using vacation days just to disappear into Vice City for an entire week. Others plan to avoid social media completely to escape spoilers. Think about that. A video game has become important enough that people are planning their lives around it. Very few forms of entertainment can claim that. But with that excitement comes something else: pressure. More pressure than perhaps any game has ever faced. Because Rockstar isn't competing against another studio. They're competing against expectations. Every trailer is analyzed frame by frame. Every announcement becomes breaking news. Every delay becomes a headline, and every decision will be judged by millions of people waiting to see whether Rockstar can do the impossible once again. But here's where things become even more interesting. Because GTA 6 isn't simply expected to become another best-selling game, some believe it could redefine what a AA game should be. Others fear it could redefine how much we're expected to pay for one. And if either of those things happens, the consequences won't stop with Rockstar. They'll spread across the entire gaming industry. Which raises one final question before we continue. Has GTA 6 already changed gaming before anyone has even played it? Coming up, we'll talk about the money behind GTA 6, why publishers around the world are watching Rockstar more closely than ever before, and whether GTA 6 could become the game that permanently changes the price of gaming. Chapter 2. The $80 question. Has gaming reached its breaking point? Chapter 2. The $200 question. Has GTA 6 already changed gaming? Imagine walking into a store, seeing a video game on the shelf, and the price tag reads $200, not for a collector's edition, not bundled with a console, just the game. A few years ago, that idea would have sounded ridiculous. The internet would have laughed, people would have called it corporate greed, publishers would have been terrified to even suggest it. But today, that conversation is actually happening, not because Rockstar announced a $200 version, but because one industry analyst publicly argued that GTA 6 is worth that much. Think about that. We've gone from asking, when is GTA 6 coming out, to asking, how much is GTA 6 actually worth? And that's a conversation that could change gaming forever. According to Rockstar's announced pricing, GTA 6's Standard Edition is expected to launch at around $80, while an Ultimate Edition is expected to cost $100. That alone was enough to divide the internet. Some players immediately defended Rockstar. They argued, it's been over a decade. The game has reportedly cost an enormous amount to develop. Rockstar deserves it. Others weren't convinced, because to many gamers, the issue isn't simply paying more. It's what paying more represents. Then came one of the most controversial opinions surrounding GTA 6. An industry analyst suggested that Rockstar was actually charging too little. He argued that GTA 6 should cost closer to $200. His reasoning? He believes GTA 6 represents years of human creativity, years of artists, programmers, animators, writers, voice actors, designers, and developers pouring what he described as their blood, sweat, and tears into creating what could become one of the greatest games ever made. He even suggested GTA 6 might be remembered as the last truly handcrafted AAA masterpiece before artificial intelligence becomes deeply integrated into game development. That's an incredible statement, not because it's guaranteed to be true, but because of what it says about where gaming might be headed. For decades, great games were built almost entirely by people. Every mission, every line of dialogue, every animation, every city street, every character interaction, someone sat down and created it. Thousands of people, working together, sometimes for years, sometimes sacrificing weekends, holidays, time with family, all in pursuit of building something unforgettable. That's what the analyst believes GTA 6 represents. A final monument to human craftsmanship. Before AI begins assisting with more and more aspects of development, whether you agree with that idea or not, it's difficult to deny that technology is changing. AI is already helping developers write code, generate concepts, speed up production, and create assets faster than ever before. Some see that as progress. Others worry it could change the soul of game development. If GTA 6 truly is one of the last blockbuster games built almost entirely through traditional development, could that make it historically significant? Maybe. But does it make it worth $200? That's where the debate begins. Here's the reality. Most gamers aren't looking at GTA 6 and thinking, this game deserves to cost more. They're asking, can I even afford it? Think about today's average player. Maybe they need a new console. Maybe they need PlayStation Plus or Game Pass. Maybe they buy a headset, an extra controller. Now the game itself costs $80. The Ultimate Edition costs $100. Some collector's editions from other publishers cost even more. Gaming has never been cheap, but many players feel it's becoming increasingly expensive to simply participate. And yet, history tells us something interesting. When Rockstar releases a game, people show up. Grand Theft Auto 5 became one of the most successful entertainment products ever created. Not just games. Entertainment. Red Dead Redemption 2 sold tens of millions of copies. If anyone can convince millions of players to spend more, it's Rockstar. That's exactly why every major publisher is watching. Because GTA 6 isn't just Rockstar's biggest launch, it's an industry experiment. If players overwhelmingly accept an $80 entry price, will other publishers follow? If premium editions continue selling out, will exclusive editions become the new normal? If consumers prove they'll pay more, will $80 eventually become yesterday's price? We've seen this happen before. Years ago, $60 felt expensive. Then $70 became the new standard for many day-to-day releases. Now, we're talking about $80, and some people are openly debating $200. Not because that's Rockstar's announced price, but because the conversation itself has changed. And once conversations change, industries often follow. Maybe GTA 6 becomes the greatest game ever made. Maybe it justifies every dollar. Maybe players walk away saying, it was worth every penny. Or maybe, it becomes the moment gamers finally ask, how much is too much? Because eventually, every industry reaches a point where consumers push back. Will gaming reach that point? Or has Rockstar earned enough trust that millions of players won't hesitate to pay whatever the next Grand Theft Auto costs? Only time will answer that question. But one thing is already certain. GTA 6 hasn't just started a conversation about gaming. It started a conversation about the value of gaming itself. But money isn't the only thing GTA 6 could change forever. Because if one analyst is right, this game may represent the end of an era, the last great AAA game built before artificial intelligence transforms the industry forever. Chapter 3, The Last Great Game, AI versus Human Creativity. What if, years from now, we don't remember GTA 6 just because it was another Grand Theft Auto? What if we remember it because it marked the end of an era where the greatest games in the world were built almost entirely by human hands? That might sound dramatic, but it's an idea that's beginning to gain traction throughout the gaming industry. One analyst even described GTA 6 as the last great game before everything is built using AI. It's a bold claim, but it raises an important question. What makes a game truly great? Is it the graphics, the size of the world, the realism, or is it something much harder to measure? The human imagination behind it. Think about what it took to build GTA 6. Thousands of developers, artists spending years creating environments, writers crafting dialogue, animators bringing characters to life one movement at a time. Designers obsessing over details most players will never consciously notice. Some reports suggest development stretched across much of the last decade. Millions of hours, countless revisions, late nights, and years of creative problem-solving. Not because a machine told them what to make, but because people believed they could create something unforgettable. That's what many players admire. Not just the final product, but the craftsmanship behind it. Yet the future may look very different. Artificial intelligence is already changing creative industries. Developers can use AI to generate concept art, assist with coding, create voice placeholders, speed up testing, and help build massive worlds more efficiently than ever before. For studios, that could mean shorter development cycles, lower costs, and bigger games. For players, it could mean more content, more frequently. But there's another side to that conversation. Can a machine truly understand emotion? Can it recreate the feeling of discovering your favorite mission, writing an unforgettable character, or creating a world that feels alive because someone poured years of passion into every corner of it? Technology can imitate creativity, but can it replace it? Maybe AI will become the greatest tool game developers have ever used. Or maybe the games we remember most won't be the ones built the fastest. They'll be the ones built with heart. Perhaps the real legacy of GTA 6 won't simply be its record-breaking sales or its groundbreaking technology. Perhaps its greatest achievement will be reminding us that behind every masterpiece, there's still a human story. And maybe that's something worth preserving. But regardless of how GTA 6 is made, one thing is already certain. Millions of players have already decided they'll buy it. The real question isn't whether GTA 6 will succeed, it's whether its success will reshape the entire gaming industry. Chapter 4: Successor or Executioner. For more than a decade, gamers have waited. They've joked, created memes, analyzed every trailer frame by frame, counted the days, and even planned time off work just to experience the next chapter in Rockstar's legendary franchise. Few games have ever carried this much anticipation. Even fewer have carried this much responsibility. Because GTA 6 isn't just launching into the gaming industry, it's launching with the weight of the entire industry on its shoulders. If Rockstar delivers, GTA 6 could become the successor. The game that ushers in a new golden age of gaming. A title that reminds developers what passion, craftsmanship, and ambition can achieve when they're given enough time. A game that inspires studios to dream bigger, build better, and create worlds we've never imagined. But success always has another side. If GTA 6 proves that players are willing to pay more, will every publisher follow? Will $80 become the new normal? Will premium editions continue growing, with more content locked behind higher price tags? Will games become experiences only some players can fully afford? If that happens, GTA 6 may unintentionally become something else. Not the successor, but the executioner. Not because Rockstar intended it, but because the rest of the industry follows its example. History has shown us one thing: when Rockstar changes the rules, the gaming industry pays attention. Whatever happens next, millions of players will be watching, developers will be watching, publishers will be watching. And perhaps, years from now, we'll look back on GTA 6 and realize we weren't just watching the launch of another video game. We were witnessing the moment gaming changed forever. Before we end, it's important to remember that today's video included discussion of reported pricing, public commentary, and industry opinions. Opinions from analysts and commentators are not established facts, and the future impact of GTA 6 remains speculative until the game is released and the industry responds. If you enjoyed today's documentary, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Will GTA 6 become gaming's greatest successor, or its unintended executioner? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into gaming's biggest stories, controversies, and industry-changing moments. Thank you for tuning in to Gamer's Paradise. Until next time, keep playing, keep questioning, and remember, every game has a story, but not every story gets told. We'll see you in the next episode of Gamer's Paradise.